Welcome to the Fatal Vision podcast. This is your host, James McGinnis. We are here in September of 2025. It's a beautiful day. Billy, are you here too?
Hey man, I'm here. Sorry about that.
That's okay. It's okay. You don't have to be sorry. So we are back. It is awesome. And so much has happened since we last recorded. You were last time we recorded, I think you were not even in this country. You were in
Can, France.
Japan. Is it
Can,
Japan? Oh,
France.
Cannes, France. Okay.
Yeah.
I've heard it called Con. Is
Yeah,
it
but
Can?
I was told to call it can by a colleague. She was like, "It's can, Billy. It's can."
Oh, so yeah, I'm the same way. Once I'm told to do something one way, that's just
Look,
how I do it.
look, I'm not gonna get in trouble for fucking that
Yeah,
up. So,
and you're not gonna get in trouble at all. But I
okay.
don't think. Yeah, no, you're off the hook.
She can't hurt me now.
She can't hurt you now. She's in Denmark. Airplane emoji. Sorry.
No,
And
no,
I and I
no.
and I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, but
I'm going
uh
to Denmark.
oh, that's an old
Yeah,
one. That's
yeah,
an
yeah.
old insider.
Yeah, that's an inside baseball.
Hey man, I'll tell you this much. Work is part of it.
Work is definitely part of it.
Yeah.
When people ask us why we don't record every day of the week, work is part of it. Work is part of it for sure.
Yeah.
Um, no, but and then we also had a big victory for us recently with the launch of the Substack. It was a an absolute stellar moment in the history of literature. That's what I heralded it as, or we heralded it as in our joint effort.
Uh-huh.
Um, so
Yeah.
yeah, please, jump in the link, subscribe. It comes right to your inbox. You don't have to do anything, and you'll be on the inside track for all of the tremendous scoops we're gonna break here at FVP.
Yeah, V5.
That's a cool acronym. That's what we should get for the hats and the shirts and all that.
I think FVP is technically an initialism, not an acronym.
Oh wow. Can you explain the difference?
Well, Fatal Vision podcast, the initials are FVP.
Okay.
An acronym is a word that you can actually say. NASA,
Okay. Oh, that's so cool. You can't say it because there's no vowel.
right?
There's no vowel.
You're not
Oh
turning it
man.
into a word that you're saying. You're just saying
That's
the
right. You're saying no
letters.
fucking letters.
Yeah, so it's an
But
initialism. I'm pretty
th-
sure.
that's
But
interesting. So when they say get Womack ASAP, that's an acronym.
yeah.
Unless they said ASAP.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, it's that could go either way.
can go either way. Yeah, well, that one has the potential for being an acronym. We should have thought of this before,
All right, let me just see.
frankly.
Okay, here you go. This is a quick Google search. An initialism is an abbreviation pronounced letter by letter, like FBI, while an acronym is a type of initialism that is pronounced as a single word.
Oh, so they're both initialism, but acronym is
It's,
not all all acronyms are initialisms, but not all initialisms are acronyms.
it's important.
And what's your source? Is that Google Gemini popping right up?
I don't know. I already X'd out.
I know. So that
I knew I was right before
I
I
know you're
looked.
right. No, I never questioned it, but I just thought it was just a segue into you get that AI result now at the top of your Google search, and we found some wild stuff in there the other day when you were Googling Amanda Knox and Joe
Oh
McGinnis.
yeah, yeah. So
Yeah.
I was reading up on Amanda Knox because there's a new show out about her, and I Googled Joe McGinnis Amanda Knox because I remembered that your dad tweeted about her.
That's
And
wow. That's good memory.
Got a heck of a
Good memory.
memory. Yeah,
Yeah,
I like your dad's tweets.
yeah.
Um, but when I Googled Joe McGinnis, Amanda Knox, AI told me all about a book by Joe McGinnis that was published posthumously about Amanda Knox and your dad's daughter Anna had to finish it.
She finished it for he done the bulk of the research, but she finished it.
Yeah,
Um,
it was all untrue,
yeah,
obviously.
I love how that's just the first thing that comes up now when you Google something. It's just the fake stuff.
A hallucination.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but no, yeah, that didn't happen. You know, we all
Would have
wish
been
it did.
dope. Would have been
Would have been
dope.
dope for us. I'll tell you something.
Yeah, please, please do.
And this isn't a joke, but um, since the YouTube channel has done pretty well, it's gotten a lot. You've gotten a fair amount of views and comments, and we've gotten so much supportive comments from people on checking out the deep dive old footage or whatever I'm posting or we're posting on there. And someone was so nice. They said, "I hope you're going to do a blind faith podcast when you're done with Fatal Vision."
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I thought that was just a lovely thing to say. Apparently, they didn't understand that the pace that we're currently on is for 2035 to finish this. But there's no reason not to have a long-term plan. But
Yeah.
my thought would just be we would just start from the beginning again. Just just let the spirit. It's all about how the spirit, going into the spirit of the text, and spirit is eternal and never, it's never going to be.
We're not in charge of what we do.
No, no, we have no say at all. We have a new employer now.
Yeah. Yeah,
Um,
when people ask me, as they do a lot, like, "Hey Billy, how's everything? How's your life going?" I say I don't know.
it's none of my business how it's going.
Yeah, I don't really think about that.
Yeah, I stay out of the way.
I'm here to chop wood and carry water, and the results are not up to me. And I'm
Yeah,
not here to judge, I'm just here to witness.
and that's a great point because, when I dropped that big scoop about MacDonald on Fire Island the other day in the Substack, um, it got buried. Uh, because like I just got an email from Kevin about this 2 or 3 hours ago that said, why is the short YouTube short that leads to about McDonald as a sex worker the one with the least views? That's the best one. And I explained to him my experience, which was that as soon as I uploaded it, usually when I upload a Jeffrey McDonald short, it's got 100 views in like 10 minutes. This one was at like one for like an hour, and then like two or three. It was like literally only the subscribers were seeing it. The algorithm just saw the word sex worker maybe in the subject and just said this guy is trying to upload porn. We're not having it. So I got cut off with we got cut off at the knees. But then, as you said, I'm not here to manipulate algorithms. I'm not here to try to figure out the best way to make people understand the breaking news about McDonald. I post it, we read it, it's out there,
You
and
know, it
then
could also
yeah,
be, I get the point you're making. Let me jump
yeah.
in. I think it could also be the fact that you're linking away from YouTube.
Oh, they hate that,
They
don't
want to
they?
keep you there. So, like when I share my personal Substack on my Facebook,
Oh man.
I'm looking at what the major publications do. What they all do now is they'll do like a picture and then like a little description, and then it's like link in comments or read more here.
Holy shit. This is
It's
why
the way of
when even
hacking it. Yeah.
even when I announced the Substack, only 3 people liked it
Yeah, because
because
you
I'm
just
linking
dropped a
away from
link.
Facebook. Oh,
Yeah,
they hate
so
links.
yeah, they don't like links anymore.
Okay, see,
And my I noticed that when I would post something like I'd make a post like rest in peace, Dad. I miss you so much. I would get like 200 likes.
10,000 likes in 1 second.
Yeah, everybody's like, "Oh, Billy, we love you. You're
Yeah.
the
Are
best."
you okay, man? Why are you still talking about this?
But then I'd be like, "Hey, everybody, I wrote a thing. Here's a link to it." It'd get like one
It's
like.
zero. It's like, no, we want our people to be looking at Facebook, not in your stupid bullshit. Yeah, so
Right. Well, I
uh
mean, or I guess I should consider the possibility that people really want to like something about my dead dad, but they don't want to read some article I wrote about the Pope or something. So
yeah, it's possible, but
it's
I don't think
possible
I
that
think
everybody that likes me in one context chooses to ignore me completely in another context.
it seems illogical, but I don't, I don't always go with logic either, but that's not how it works. We're just up against it here with the robots trying to program everyone away from us, but that's good. I'll try another short that doesn't that says, "Oh, check out this fucking link."
Yeah.
I can get some traction that way. So they didn't think I was trying to upload MacDonald porn to YouTube. They thought it's good. Because I thought that like with like sex like that that usually I thought that would be more interesting to
It's
people.
just reptile brain. Click.
Yeah, yeah, sure.
Oh, there's
Like,
sex going on over
what if I?
there?
What's interesting is I don't think the AI photos do it for anybody. Like at least I used to think it'd be funny to like post like a an AI fake picture of like MacDonald with on Fire Island driving a taxi, because I would think it's funny. But I think the algorithm hates AI picture, like obviously AI pictures so much it would just like bury it too.
Well, you use an AI picture to introduce our Gene Weingarten interview.
I know, and that worked pretty good,
Well,
didn't it?
it could get it.
It could have done a lot better probably.
Yeah, if we had done like a still shot thumbnail of you, me, and Gene, like with our mouths open, like sh
Yeah.
in shock,
In shock.
or like or some kind of
No,
rage
that's
faked.
before we had invested fully, and I'm sure there's a Riverside feature that allows for this where we can go in frame by frame and find where it looks like Weingarten is screaming and I'm mouth agape in shock. It's like Weingarten said what? He promises apocalypse this year.
Yeah,
Um, all
yeah.
right, so
Very good.
we're learning the ropes here, people. I appreciate the super fans are there for us, and I do think there's a story there with the Fire Island thing, and uh, it was a big fucking deal to me to write that. I worked pretty hard on that article, and that's okay. It got 100 views, so I don't need anything more than that. My mom liked it too, so
Yeah,
she sent me a text message saying, "Nice job." Um,
that's all she said.
no, she said a lot more than that, but she was really supportive.
Oh, I like her.
Uh, yeah, she's great.
Heard she had a
Um,
birthday the other day.
she did, she did. Yeah, it's September, and it's kind of it's always a wistful season for me.
Yeah.
The birthday, my mom's, my daughter's birthday coming up back to back. You know,
My sobriety date. Yeah.
oh wow, sobriety dates. That's right. I remember that day very well. Not the day you got sober, but the day that I watched you get four cakes for your fourth anniversary. Oh my God, we're verging into tradition violation here.
Well, don't say where I got that.
Oh, okay. Some people would have us burned at the stake for even just hinting that much.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna start reading the book.
Oh yeah, because that's what we came here to do. That's right.
Remember where we are,
Um,
folks. If you don't know, look back at the previous episode.
yeah, that's fine. They'll send it to you, the transcript. You'll get it.
Yep.
Uh,
I'm gonna start.
please.
At this point in the proceedings, there occurred one of those dramatic strokes of good fortune which a defense attorney could go through an entire career without experiencing. Bernie Segal was staying at the Heart of Fayetteville Motel. There, one morning in August, he was approached by a delivery man for the linen service which supplied sheets and towels to the motel. The delivery man's name was William Posey. He was 22 years old and he lived in the Haymount section of Fayetteville, which had become notorious as the city's hippie district. Heyo. Recognizing Siegel from his picture in the newspapers and aware of the fact that Freddie and Mildred Kassab had offered a $5,000 reward for information leading to the arrest and conviction of the killers, Posey told Siegel about a former neighbor of his whom he knew only by her first name, Helena.
Okay, so uh, often overlooked. The only reason we ever heard of Helena Stoeckley at all in our entire lives, and the subject of 10,000 appeals and deathbed affidavits, and is because Freddie and Mildred were so loyal to Jeff and that they were putting a bounty on, or for just help on finding who the intruders that he made up. And otherwise, this never would have come to pass. So
Hmm.
that's just one more way that Jeff fucked everybody over.
Good flag. Good flag on
Yeah,
that, brother.
flagging that for you. Yeah,
Flag.
keep
Good
keep
flag.
going.
In February, Posey said he had been living on Clark Street next to Helena. He knew her to be a drug addict, drug dealer, and member of a witchcraft cult. Sounds
Uh,
plausible.
Sounds like he's already making stuff up.
She was, according to Posey, approximately 17 years old, and she frequently wore high boots, a blonde wig, and a floppy hat. At approximately 4 o'clock on the morning of February 17th, Posey said he had got up to go to the bathroom. Looking out his bathroom window, he had seen a car pull real fast into the driveway that separated the house in which his apartment was located from that in which Helena and two female roommates resided. There had been at least two, possibly three males in the car. They were making a lot of noise, Posey said, laughing and giggling. It's what you do after you've murdered a
Well, if they're in a
family.
witchcraft cult, which is a total, this is,
Slam
a
dunk.
thing, a total thing that happens all the time.
Then, then he had seen Helena emerge and walk faster than she usually walks. Huh.
It's so specific in his memory.
Helena
Wow.
doesn't usually walk that fast.
Yeah, I noted that as I was peeing
She's walking fast.
and giggling. Huh.
Billy never drinks coffee at home. It's an
Yeah,
airplane reference.
flag.
Flagging
Oh,
that from
flagging
the
that.
film Airplane. Okay,
Really? Oh my God, I haven't seen that in ages. I'll
fire
put
it
it on
up
the li
tonight.
put it on the list. There'll be a link in the comments, but don't click on it. Don't click away. Don't click away from the podcast.
Then he had seen Helena emerge and walk faster than she usually walks into her house as the car had pulled out of the driveway and had sped away down the street. Posey had not seen Helena again until the day of the MacDonald funerals. On that day, he said she had dressed in black and had hung funeral wreaths from the porch of her apartment. Acting as if she were in mourning, she had refused to speak to him when he approached. Subsequent to February 17th, Posey said Helena had ceased to wear her boots, blonde wig, and floppy hat.
I can't imagine why someone would stop wearing those things after that.
Right, right.
Do you want to meet the description of someone of some made up person that someone said they saw?
That's in the
Where,
newspaper every day.
where that stuff then? Yeah, peek
About
his
2 weeks
pictures.
later, Posey said she had mentioned to him in a casual conversation that she was going to leave Fayetteville because the police had been, quote, hassling her about her possible involvement in the murders. Her problem, she said, was that she had been so stoned on LSD and mescaline that she was unable to remember where she had been or whom she had been with throughout that night. She had left Fayetteville shortly thereafter, and Posey had not seen her again until August. At that time, with the Article 32 hearing receiving front page coverage in the Fayetteville papers, Posey had asked her whether she thought she'd been involved in the murders. She had told him, he said, I don't remember what I did that night. But she also said when he'd asked her how she and her boyfriend were getting along, Well, we can't get married until we go out and kill some more people. Hmm.
Section break. Um, so this is how Joe's introducing it. We know obviously know a lot more about Helena Stoeckley and even than William Posey.
But again,
Yeah,
it's all in Fatal Vision.
yeah. Yeah, you don't need to know. I mean, I'm seeing you'll even learn in Fatal Vision that this is Posey had to revise his testimony to say that he dreamed about seeing her come home
All right, so
later.
Errol Morris, sorry,
Oh,
man, like, but
so that he wrote a whole book about Stokely.
about
Yeah,
this,
yeah. This
and
is all
then
here.
he says the problem with, or what does he say? My gripe with Joe
Yeah,
McGinnis
it wasn't that
lied to Jeffrey MacDonald.
my purpose that something terribly complex. It made it horribly simple.
Yeah,
With Gary Cole like walking through the crime scene in a three-piece suit, the jury.
you have a
Yeah,
villain.
yeah. Literally is what like he's just showing you an actor showing you what McDonald actually did, which was like do like a victory lap of the crime scene with like fans outside, the jury watching. It's insane. But yeah, you have the villain, you have the crusading in-laws.
Yeah.
So smug, it's insufferable.
Again, though, and for people that have been with us a long time, you'll know that we've made this point. But
Uh-huh.
Errol Morris didn't read Fatal Vision.
Oh, he watched the movie. He might not have even watched the movie. He might have
Yeah.
heard about what the movie was like from McDonald's lawyers.
Yeah, maybe.
Uh,
Yeah.
like yeah, at a certain point, and you know, you get this from Janet Malcolm too. She proudly would say when she was interviewing people about the case that, I mean, not about the case, about Fatal Vision, that she hadn't read it. I'll
Right.
be honest with you, I haven't read it.
All right, go ahead.
No, what are we at? What do we think about Posey? Do you think what is Joe doing here? I mean, we're gonna pause and review what we
Oh,
had.
okay. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. What is Joe up to in this section here? He got a lot in there in one page.
Okay, well,
Uh
we have the burden of future knowledge, but
yes.
I can remember reading this for the first time, and I think he's doing a pretty good job of even-handed journalism of just
No,
laying it out. Like, I think Helena comes across as pretty creepy here.
sure. And this story doesn't on its, you don't have any reason to doubt Posey at first. And I think this entire section of the book, I think it's also works narratively. Yeah, because we're working towards a result where McDonald's gonna go f free, and
Yeah.
and 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 then the next section that is completely devoted to the Kassabs coming their journey into the truth. Like
Yeah.
thinking
Yeah, so
like so,
this section is designed to complicate
it's
the
playing it very straight, right?
like very straight, and it's complicating the picture because the earlier chapters where he shows us the evidence and the footprint and the blood and everything, so it's so fucking obvious that he did it. But now you're like, huh.
Oh, someone else says she might have been there to some other guy.
And she's
Eh,
creepy and wearing black and she's hanging wreaths and
I remember that did strike me when I read the when I was think I was 13 and I read this for this part. I didn't make it through the whole book when I was that young, but when I read this part, I remember the fact that she hung wreaths on the funeral day made an impression on me.
yeah, creepy.
Yeah, it's creepy stuff. Um,
Yeah,
and
but
it's
as
just
Errol Morris would explain, your
well,
brain
please,
frames the picture, man.
yeah, it's my confirmation bias. Uh,
If you think something creepy is going on, then it'll look creepy.
yeah, it'll look creepy. I mean, yeah, so that was interesting. So we're gonna get into another section now, and we're gonna get into looks like a wild ride of real uh adapted Article 32 transcripts. So I'll lead us into hey, you know, as always, I'll you know, to thine own self be true. I'll lead us into this, and then we'll pick up parts at the door if we're gonna go start try to knock this out tonight.
Yeah, can I tell you what just popped into my head?
Yeah,
That Deirdre is gonna laugh.
at
That,
that.
yeah,
Yeah, because of the Finley, all the Finley call outs.
yeah,
All
yeah.
right.
Anyway,
Yeah.
sorry, we'll cut that out. I
Yeah.
won't,
No, that's okay.
won't
Yeah.
let
Yeah.
your wife's name on the air, but
No, that's okay.
but,
No, it's good.
but she texted us yesterday, like, guys, I need another episode. Like, I'm driving.
It's the best kind of pressure you can get.
Yeah.
Is that you're not making enough episodes, so here we are. And
Maybe we should
uh,
start getting up at like 4 a.m. every day, like Toni Morrison did when she was writing her novels. We just get up,
and we just get up and record.
yeah, every single day. I mean,
Imagine if we, yeah, a lot of podcasters make a podcast every single day.
yeah,
I mean, I just thought it's been enough to be like remain active on all the on the tube sites.
yeah.
Um, but we're working several angles here. I still don't think it's worth getting on X and try to mix it up with people about MacDonald. I think that would be. I don't think that would do accomplish anything.
No,
And that's
no.
from, and I always check, occasionally check in on that website, and I don't see anybody talking about the case very much. So
Just
it's,
Megan McArdle from the Washington.
yeah, that's right. That was a big thing for us back there. We got like 6 likes, like one person replying.
Yeah, I
So we,
never heard back from Gene. All right, why don't
all right,
we?
well, that's too bad. Hey, hopefully he's still out there, listening. Following Posey's startling testimony at the hearing, William Ivory located Helena and questioned her. Her full name, she said, was Helena Stoeckley. She was the daughter of a retired lieutenant colonel who had been stationed at Fort Bragg, and she was well known to the Fayetteville police, for whom she had worked as a drug informant. She had, in fact, been questioned about the killings in February, as had many dozens of other Fayetteville hippies. Stokely could provide no useful information whatsoever, Ivory testified. She remembered only that she had been out for a ride that night alone in a car, but she did not remember where she'd been or what she'd done. It was obvious from Ivory's sullen, unresponsive answers to Bernie Segal's questions that he considered the entire matter of Helena Stoeckley a waste of time at best, and at worst, a false trail that had the potential of diluting the strength of the case against Jeffrey MacDonald. No less obvious was the contempt which Bernie Siegel had for William Ivory. He considered Helena Stoeckley the key to his case. Here at last, he felt, was undeniable corroboration of the story his client had told. A drug addict who dabbled in witchcraft and who wore clothing that matched the description MacDonald had given, and who had been observed in the presence of male companions shortly after the murders, and who could not account for her whereabouts during the time that the murders had been committed, and this is italics, who had dressed in black on the day of the funerals and had hung funeral wreaths outside her apartment, and who had disappeared from Fayetteville because she feared the police suspected her involvement, and who had spoken of the need to kill again. So we're really feeling Bernie's fury here. And what had the CID done with her? They had sent Ivory down to chat with her after Posey's testimony had made such a step a necessity, and the agent had returned to say only that she could not shed any light on the matter. Never before had Bernie Siegel cross-examined with such a striking combination of sarcasm and incredulity. So I would just say this moment right here is what wins Jeffrey McDonald's heart forever. Watching, we're about to watch Ivory get lambasted.
Hmm.
And that's more satisfying to Jeff than anything else, as his enemies humiliated. So what do you want to flip a coin? Who gets who?
Oh man, it's Siegel and Ivory.
Yeah. So
Uh,
some one of us is going to be incredulous and sarcastic, and the other one's going to be sullen Um, yeah,
What are you feeling, man?
I'll be Ivory.
All right, all right. So I'm gonna be sarcastic and incredulous.
Yeah.
All right, let me try to.
Yeah, just get into it. We'll pause the tape and then we're gonna take some time to get
Red
into
leather,
the
yellow leather, red
yeah.
leather. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's I heard actors do that to try to
Oh, really? Oh,
yeah to enunciate their words. I struggle because of
oh,
my underbite, but
I'm sorry. I didn't know you had an underbite.
yeah, sorry, man. Sorry about that.
It's okay.
All right,
It's all right, man.
can't bite into an apple.
Really?
Well, I guess I probably could.
Yeah.
I don't want to really talk about
You
it.
don't want to talk? We're gonna just delete all this. Don't worry.
Mr. Ivory, he said, I'm not sure I understand. When she said she was alone in this car, did she indicate to you that she was the person who drove it?
Yes, she did say that.
I see. And who did she tell you was the owner of this car?
She knew the owner by first name only. She did not know the last name. It was an acquaintance of hers.
And what was the first name?
Bruce.
Bruce. Siegel paused. Then he asked, did you make notes of your interview with Miss Stokely?
No, I did not.
Is there any reason why you didn't make notes?
No particular reason. No.
Isn't it standard operating procedure when you are conducting an interview that's related to an inquiry into a triple homicide to make notes of interviews?
Ivory remained silent.
Mr. Ivory, why were no notes taken of the interview with Miss Stokely?
I did have a notebook with me, Ivory said, and I started to take notes, but she got very nervous, so I put my pen and notebook away.
Did you make any notes at all in your notebook?
I believe I wrote her name down at the top of the first page.
And what did she do or say to indicate that she was objecting to your making notes of what she was saying?
She said something to the effect of, "What are you doing? What are you writing?"
And what did you say?
I said nothing. I'm not writing anything, and I just put it down.
Did you ask her whether she objected to your making notes of the interview?
No, I did not.
Why not?
I was concerned with getting over with the interview rather than making her so nervous that she would not answer me at all.
What was so terrible about making her nervous about asking her about her whereabouts on the morning of the 17th of February?
I don't know. That's why I put the notebook away, so I could find out.
Did you find out where she was between the hours of 2 and 4 a.m. on February 17th?
No, I did not.
Did you ask her where she was?
I did.
What, if anything, did she say?
She said she could not recall. She could not remember.
Did she indicate any reason why she was unable to recall?
Yes, sir, she did.
And what was the reason?
She said that she had been out on marijuana.
On marijuana?
Yes, sir.
Are those her words that she was out on marijuana?
That's correct.
Mr. Ivory, you was she telling you that she couldn't remember where she was because she'd been using marijuana?
That's correct.
Mr. Ivory, you've had occasion to investigate cases in which cannabis sativa, is that how you say that? Sativa? Who says that?
Well, get all the stoners on. They'll tell you.
All
Yeah.
right, please write
Sativa.
it.
Yeah.
Cannabis sativa has been used, haven't you?
Yes, I have.
To your knowledge, is that a medically recognized result of smoking marijuana to lose memory?
Not to my knowledge.
Not to your knowledge. Were you told by anyone that Mr. Posey had previously said that Miss Stokely said that she had been taking one time she said LSD, another time she said mescaline? No one ever told you that?
She told me in the interview she was taking marijuana.
Well, I want to know, were you armed with the information?
No, I was not.
Now, did you ask Miss Stokely why she was not able to recall where she was since marijuana is not known to have the effect of impairing one's memory?
Yes, I did.
And she said what?
She said she didn't know. She just couldn't remember.
Did you ask her about a blonde wig?
Yes, I did.
And did she admit to having owned a blonde wig up until about February 17th?
She said she had worn one occasionally, but it was not here, that it belonged to a girlfriend and that she did not have it.
And did she say when she returned or disposed of that blonde wig?
No, she did not.
Did anybody ask her whether it had been shortly after February 17th, 1970?
It was subsequent to that date, but the exact date she couldn't recall.
And did she give you the name of the girl?
No, she did not.
Did you ask for the name?
Yes, I did.
Did she refuse to give you that name?
No, she said she just couldn't recall which of the girls it belonged to.
Did she tell you where it was that she had effected the return of the wig? The street or the apartment where the other girl lived?
No, she did not.
Did you ask her?
No, I did not.
Did you ask her whether she'd ever owned a large floppy hat?
Yes, I did.
What, if anything, did she say about that?
She said yes, she did.
Did she indicate where that hat is now?
She indicated she gave it to someone, but she could not recall the name of the person she gave it to.
And did she indicate whether that episode of giving the hat away took place shortly after February 17th, 1970?
She did not indicate that the day, nor did I ask.
Was there any reason why you didn't ask her when she stopped wearing or got rid of the hat?
No particular reason.
Did you ask her whether she owned boots of any sort?
Yes, I did.
And what did she say?
She said yes, she did.
Did she indicate that she had given away or disposed of any pair of boots about the middle of February 1970?
Yes, she did.
And what did she say in that regard?
She said she threw them away.
And did she know where she threw them away?
Yes, she threw. She indicated that the heel was worn or broken and she discarded them in a trash can.
Now, did you ask Miss Stokely whether she would be willing to come here to this inquiry and tell us what she knows about her whereabouts on February 17th, 1970?
Yes, I did.
And what, if anything, did she say?
She said no, she would not come.
Did you ask her why she could not come?
She indicated that she didn't want to become involved.
Because it was classified as an investigative proceeding, the preliminary hearing, unlike a court-martial, did not confer the power to subpoena unwilling witnesses. Back to the dialogue. Did she give you the name of the other young ladies with whom she lived in the building next door to Mr. Posey? Segal asked.
No, she did not. She said she did not remember the girls' names.
Did you ask Miss Stokely anything about who her male associates were? Siegel continued.
Yes, I did.
Were the answers as vague as all the other answers? First names?
First names, yes, sir.
Did she tell you what is the last thing she can remember doing prior to 4 a.m. on February 17th?
Yes, leaving the house she was living in alone and driving in the car. Just driving aimlessly, she said.
Did she have any idea about what time it was she left the house?
Sometime midnight or after.
Did she indicate how she fixed the time when she left the house?
No, she just knew in her mind that it was midnight or after.
You mean she knew in her mind? Or that's all she chose to tell?
That's what she told me.
Did you ask her for a description of the owner of the car she was driving?
Yes, I did.
And what, if anything, did she tell you in that regard?
He was a white male, former enlisted man in the army, and she couldn't go into more specific details. I asked her to describe the man to me as best she could, and she said he was 20 or under and had a white male, dark hair.
But did you ask her for any specific points of identification?
Yes, she could just give me a general description.
When you say she could just give, you mean she could, or that's all she chose to give you?
I couldn't read her mind. That's what she gave me.
How about her demeanor? Siegel asked. Did she strike you as being frank, candid, and open?
Yes, she struck me as being frank.
Candid and open? Is that right? Siegel asked, his voice rising.
Right.
And you thought a person who did not know the names of the person she lived with was being frank, candid, and open.
Yes.
And you thought that her inability to tell you the last name of the owner of the automobile she used for the evening was also frank, candid, and open.
Yes.
And you thought that her telling you that she could not remember where she was for approximately 4 hours because she was smoking marijuana is a frank, candid, and open answer.
That's the answer she gave me, and I couldn't get anything else. I could only take it at face value.
Well, the face value of that statement is a lie, since you know that marijuana doesn't have that effect on persons.
I've never tried it. I do not know.
I didn't suggest that. I said, based upon your experience as an investigator, you still felt that she was being frank, candid, and open when she told you she couldn't remember her whereabouts when she was smoking marijuana.
What else could I say?
You could say she was a liar and ask her to be more specific about what she was doing and where she was.
I possibly could have.
But you did not, sir.
No, I did not.
Did you make any attempt to find the car she talked about?
She said the man's now out of the army and left the area.
Siegel paused and stared at the witness. I wonder how Joe knows that.
Yeah.
Probably through interviews.
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah.
You know, Mr. Ivory, he said, I re
Newspaper accounts too, probably. I don't know. Or no, it's close to the press.
oh, all right, let
You
me
know,
start let me
Jeff to probably. Sorry, I just derailed the whole thing. I'm so
let's
sorry.
start my line over.
Yeah. Yeah.
Somebody's in my backswing.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so stupid.
It's okay, man. You know, Mr. Ivory, he said, I really find it very difficult to accept the idea that you just listened to this lady's statements point blank and said, well, that's it, and wrote her off as a suspect in this case. It just defies all sensibility to think that this is the way investigations are handled, that it is just standard to take a series of very vague explanations and say, oh, well, that's the end of it. We won't be able to check this person out in a triple murder case. In my career, I have been involved in over 500 murder cases. I've represented 7,000 defendants in 13 years, and I have never heard of a true suspect being handled this way. Did you go back to the address next to Mr. Posey's house to make any inquiries?
I have never been there myself.
Has anybody made any inquiries as to who are the persons who are on the lease in the apartment in which this girl lived?
I'm sure they have, sir.
Well, now, why are you sure it has been done?
It seems like a rather elementary thing to do.
I agree, but what I ask you is,
I don't know from my own personal knowledge.
you don't know then whether anybody has attempted to find out who was on the lease for the apartment in which this girl used to live.
Of my own personal knowledge, no, sir.
Now, did you talk to any of the other residents of that building or in the immediately adjoining buildings to see if someone might know something about her whereabouts or her activities?
I conducted no background investigation in that area.
I don't mean a background investigation. What I'm saying is, what did you do to cross-check her story by checking with neighbors or people who lived in that building or the adjoining building?
I've done nothing.
Is there a reason why not?
Well, time, some other things.
Is Ivory's just not doing well here.
No.
This is so bad.
Yeah. Just time, other stuff.
Chores.
Yeah, chores, work. Work is part of it.
Oh no. Has anybody checked the electric bill, gas bill, and telephone bill for the particular apartment in which this lady lived?
Of my own personal knowledge, I do not know.
A telephone bill might reveal long distance or toll calls, which would be of some interest in regard to who the person is calling, would it not?
Correct.
To your knowledge, that has not been done.
That's correct.
Mr. Ivory, you really can't say to us that Miss Stokely was being frank, open, and candid. She was following her rules, which are not to tell outsiders who her friends and associates are.
She said to me she only knew them by their first names.
Of course, the telephone company, gas company, and electric company and landlord don't generally function on the basis of just first names, do they?
That's correct.
That avenue of investigation might produce last names, might it not?
That's correct.
Is it fair to say that on the basis of what has been done up to now, it could not be considered that the investigation of Miss Stokely's whereabouts on February 17th is complete?
It is not complete.
Did you talk to her about her interest in witchcraft?
The subject came up, yes.
Well, what was she asked to explain or to tell?
Well, when she was explaining the type of dress that she wore, sometimes black, sometimes purple, she said, "Yes, I dress like that because the people there consider me a benevolent witch."
Did you ask her what she meant by that?
Yes, she said a good witch as opposed to the witching practices of black magic. I asked her if she was serious about this, and she said, "No, I'm really not a witch. It's just what people say."
That's just what people say about her?
Yes,
And she modestly declined to determine whether she was a witch or not?
yes,
Does that strike you as a rather unusual conversation you were having with her?
no,
It was not?
no.
Normal kind of freaky conversation you have with hippies, right?
That's right.
Hippies are particularly trustworthy, truthful people.
Some are. Some are not very.
Did you ask Miss Stokely why she sat on her porch the day of the MacDonald family funerals wearing black clothes and with a wreath on her front porch?
There was no mention made of a wreath. She said she was dressed in black simply because she sometimes dressed in black. She attached no significance or no relationship between the two.
Well, how did she happen to remember that she was wearing black on the day of the MacDonald family funerals?
I believe she said she read a newspaper article about it or she heard it on TV or radio.
Mr. Ivory, did you ask Miss Stokely whether she was in the MacDonald house on February 17th, 1970?
Yes, I did.
And what did she say?
She said no.
Did you ask her how she knew she wasn't there if she could not account for her whereabouts between midnight and 4 a.m.?
She said she does not know where the house was. She does not know Captain MacDonald. She knew nothing about it, and she's sure if she had been there, she would have known it.
Could she explain to you why she was sure that she would remember being there since she couldn't remember where she was at all?
I imagine she thought if she was involved in what happened there, she would most assuredly remember it.
She felt that she would remember. Is that right?
That's what I said.
That's what she said.
That's what I said, she said.
Where does she live today?
I have no idea where she is right now.
Wow.
That was fucking intense.
Yeah, I felt that. Got so mad at you for cutting me off. So scary.
Oh, that one point where I derailed you?
Yeah.
Oh, it's so embarrassing. So you're actually mad at me, James, not at Ivory.
I mean, I so fully inhabit the character, I
Yeah, no,
can't
you're
really
right.
make a distinction.
It was pure channeling.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, for both of
Yeah.
us, really.
Why is
Um,
Ivory this way? I don't know. I don't know. Sure. Yeah, I didn't ask. Don't know.
I have no idea. I honestly couldn't care less.
Well,
Uh,
to be charitable to Ivory, he knows McDonald did it. That's why.
yeah,
I mean, that's what
it's
Siegel, like, that's what Siegel's getting at, though, that they were so sure that McDonald did it that they didn't really investigate anyone else.
yeah, and this was a they dismissed it as a diversion coming from a crackpot guy on a street, and Um, I guess he just didn't make the calculus that he could be so manhandled so in the hearing for not treating her like she's America's Most Wanted or whatever.
Oh, you didn't find out the name of everyone she hangs out with? That's
She
really
said she said they only call each other their first names.
You didn't check a phone bill? Hmm, interesting.
Oh man, MacDonald got so high just watching Ivory, his tormentor from April 6th, just get grilled, raked over the coals like that.
Bro, the fucking Seagull character, like I feel high from it right now. I feel like I just vanquished a foe. I feel so high right now.
That the scene in the movie is very is almost verbatim. It's just like Frank, candid and open.
Oh yeah. Did I
She
did I
struck
did I deliver it okay?
you delivered, yeah, you crushed the actor
Oh,
from Fatal Vision.
thanks.
Yeah. Uh
Thanks, man.
Let me go back and watch that, but that was amazing. Yeah, that was just so pure. Um, yeah,
There was that lady who commented on our YouTube that we suck at reading.
I know. I remember that, and then I actually sent her a nice reply, which she ignored. This is part of is being a public face.
Yeah.
You get a lot of drive-by nasty comments, and then like, oh hey, hope thanks for giving us a chance. I think our readings got a little bit better, but she's already moved on to some other reel or something.
Oh.
I thought that was a good reading, and um,
The best thing about that commenter though was
yeah,
that she's listening to a lot of our episodes and she's like, "Look, when you guys aren't reading and you're
it's
giving your analysis, you come to life, but when you
it's great.
read, you
You
suck."
sound dumb. You sound like you don't know how to read, and you are doing a disservice to Fatal Vision by delivering the text in such a dead way.
I agree that we're doing a disservice to Fatal Vision because it would be impossible to be worthy of it. I mean,
I'm not asking anybody to. This is not a substitute for reading the writings of Joe McGinnis. I hope that you turn to them you know, after hopefully this podcast will inspire you to turn to the writings of Joe McGinnis.
yeah, exactly.
Uh, but other than that, it's we're not trying to be morally indefensible, which is another thing we got absolutely shredded for. It's like, why would you listen to this when Morally Indefensible is a way better podcast? I was like, well, I think we addressed this at the time. I was like, I think everyone who hasn't listened to that should just stop this right now and go listen to that. Like, it's not a, and also you can listen to the whole thing in about 3 hours. Like,
Right. Yeah, it's very easy.
yeah. Um, so yeah, there's a lot of self-consciousness going on with all the negative comments flowing in on every push notification, and we could all feel like Bill Ivory sometimes, just like sort of on the spot. And
I don't know.
uh,
I don't know. Didn't think about it. Yeah, go on.
she didn't say. That's what I said. She said.
That's what she said.
No, that's what I said. She said. Uh,
Oh man. Like, can you imagine if Bill Ivory actually entertaining this as a possibility?
he was. I'm trying to channel what his mood must have been when he realized he was being used as a means for McDonald to get off. Right,
Yeah,
like right there.
I
Like
know.
the impression it was making on Colonel Rock, and that might slip out of their grasp for this stupid bullshit.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
so there's that, and then I'm just struck by I haven't read the whole thing in depth, but I remember when I started reading when Siegel and MacDonald do an interview with Pruitt and Kearns in 71 at the start of the reinvestigation. He's like, "What's McDonald's like? What's the status of Ivory? He should be court-martialed. He still works for you?
Yeah.
That's who he's thinking about the most was when he said his comment on Cavett. Was, most of them have been transferred. It's the army way of doing things,
Yeah. Yeah, he feels a lot of contempt. So,
which is interesting because Shaw did most of the talking at A6.
yeah.
Um,
A6.
Uh, so guys, guys, hey you guys. Um, so after this section, we're going to be closing in on the end of chapter two of this part two, where it's going to be McDonald taking the stand at his own Article 32 and the results of the report. So,
Yeah.
we've done a lot of great, terrific work on this.
Yeah.
I stand by. I stand by my work.
Yeah. Yeah, that felt good. That felt really
Yeah.
good. Hey,
Yeah.
have you come up with like a catchy, punchy catchphrase to conclude every
Oh,
episode?
how to sign off? Something like I always ask all my guests this. Like, what's one thing that would make the world a better place?
Yeah. Ezra
No,
Klein.
so
Three books. Three books. What
oh,
are
is that
three
what he
books?
does? Oh my
What are
God,
three books you'd recommend?
he should be court-martialed for doing that.
Before this, I listened to Andrew Sullivan interviewing Jill Lepore.
Oh wow. Before you recorded this, you were listening to someone else?
Yeah.
Wow, it's a lot of
Yeah.
input for one day.
Yeah. And Lepore has a new book about the Constitution and like the history of the amendment process or something.
Uh-huh.
And I just kept thinking, we're so much better at this. Like, Andrew was such a blowhard all through the interview. And I was like, come on, man.
Well, it's been said, and I don't think he was wrong. He, I think when Kevin says something, you have to just understand that what he says is true and that we know it is so. And what he said is that you and I are in the top 0.1% of the intelligent people in the human race. And see, it's not really fair for you to compare yourself to Andrew Sullivan and Jill Lepore. Or maybe you're not dragging Lepore, you're dragging about
I'm not dragging Lepore.
low effort podcast hosts
He
who
kept
just
he like wouldn't I don't know. I'll have to send you some clips.
some magic clips.
But my
Yeah,
podcast interview with Brian MacDonald,
that was A1. A1. Absolutely. Oh, there comes the emojis. Yeah, so folks, Billy's I recommend you head over to the long walk home after this. You know, you have your plan. You're gonna go to Substack and subscribe to the long walk home and the Fatal Vision podcast Substack. You're gonna subscribe to both.
yeah,
And you're gonna listen to Billy's interview with Brian McDonald. No relation to Jeffrey McDonald that we know of.
different spelling. He's
Different, yeah.
just a writer who
Yeah,
wrote a good
just a
book.
good, super interesting guy. Um, so yeah, that's your homework. Um, and as always, go on our YouTube channel and subscribe,
Like, subscribe,
like,
and keep the
subscribe.
donations coming.
Yes, please, please. Gifts. Your gifts mean more than we could ever tell. And as far as a punchy sign off,
Should we just
what's a referential thing we could pull from the book? That would be, maybe it would be informative for the
a good
listeners to hear us try to come up with something on the
catchphrase
spot.
for a sign off on
Well,
Fatal
on Fatal Vision.
Podcast hosted by
Hey,
James?
what if we just said, and everybody, remember, have the patience of Job.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, yeah. I just flipped to that page and that came jumped out.
ChatGPT. Uh, this has been Fatal Vision. Keep your eyes open. Oh,
That's bad.
oh God.
That's not good. That's not good.
From James McGinnis and Billy Glidden, this is Fatal Vision. See you in the dark.
Oh
Huh?
no, it doesn't understand what our podcast is, apparently.
Because every vision leaves a trace.
Oh my God.
This is the technology that's going to overtake the human mind.
Apparently, yeah,
That's
we're not
what
be able
we're
to make
told.
we're not gonna be able to make
Oh my
our own
God, how can we?
podcast.
Until the next piece of the puzzle. I think the
Uh,
best part of this podcast is how we keep the suspense about whether he really did it, you know? Like you're never totally sure where the hosts stand.
oh yeah, that's what matters. Yeah.
It's
And
so
then even
complicated.
it's such I'm really overwhelmed by it. Um,
There's so much nuance.
all right, how about and remember, with the dozens of others who have also been affected by this tragedy, we share the awareness that it will never be over for any of us as long as our own lives continue.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, that's okay. It's not as good as GPT. We don't have something punchy.
That's pretty good. Yeah, I'll flip to a random page
It's
too.
decent.
Let's see
What if
here.
it was like one of the MacDonald quotes from the Voice of Jeff chapter?
Hey,
Like we could
everybody.
just drag him.
Thank you for enjoying our readings. It's been really neat.
Just a super neat night, and I thought it was so neat when Billy asked me to read, and I thought it was so. I just was really impressed with myself. Um, hmm.
I'm aggressive, I'm assertive,
I'm
I'm brave,
assertive.
I'm
I'm
successful, I'm confident.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Remember that part when I was reading and everybody stopped and their jaws dropped and
Yes.
everybody started applauding me
Yeah,
for how I read? That was great.
I love that. What about the part where we could close with it, and as always, you could take all your evidence and shove it up your fucking ass. Good night, everybody. In the words of the immortal words of Jeffrey MacDonald to a grand jury of his peers,
Take all the evidence and shove it up your fucking.
fucking ass. Under oath, people. Under oath.
He said it under oath. Oh, I mean,
He's never shown any anger. The thing is, he's never shown any anger, and yet he supposedly did these horrible crimes.
um, remember, folks, if you hear any more about that pony, you're gonna throw up.
You're gonna want to puke.
What else? What else we got?
Um, and and if you see a movie this weekend, don't make the mistake of going to see the film Easy Rider.
Yeah, yeah. If we wanted a poignant ending, we would do
Uh-huh.
cry one for them.
Oh no, it's gonna that's really that's poignant, but it's just emotional to think about.
It's
But yeah,
very, yeah, I mean that's why that's what this is all about.
yeah, it is. It
I
is.
gotta keep that in mind.
So we'll leave it there. Cry one for them.
All right, folks.
Good night, everybody.
Stay sharp, stay curious.